and welcome to another episode of KiNiMi Kitchen. I'm Kirby.
I'm Akita.
Malaika.
I'm Crystalline.
But before we get started, I just want to talk a little bit about, how do we get these four ladies in the kitchen together? So again, the power of social media. So Malaika and I were connected on Instagram. So do you want to tell them a little bit about how that happened and what you do?
Sure. So I am a lawyer, but I'm also a life and style blogger. The blog is Scales of Style, and I saw her cooking show and really just thinking through what I wanted to do in terms of features for the next few months, and thought she would be great to feature her. And so here we are.
And let's talk about connections with everybody else.
Okay, so this is my sister Makita. We've known each other for our whole lives, and then
It's funny how sisterhood works.
This is my friend Crystalline. Is also my friend's sister. They went to high school together. We're all from Ohio and live in Nashville now, and we're connected in that way. We've had a lot of holiday dinners together, and so I thought they would be great to feature as well for this November feature.
Tonight we are going to make a few different side dishes and a dessert that will get you invited to the next holiday gathering. So even if you're not a cook, these recipes are really good, they're really fast, and they're really beautiful too. So take notes, and we're going to go ahead and get started. But let me tell you about what we're going to make. So we're going to make some really good mashed potatoes. We're going to make some candied carrots, but not your average candied carrots. Then we're going to make some sweet and smoky green bean bundles. Then we've got these beautiful pretzel rolls, and they're going to be stuffed with a honey goat cheese, and they're going to have a really delicious strawberry jalapeno glaze.
That's amazing.
Okay, so that's not your average Thanksgiving or Christmas kind of lineup, but I like to do things a little bit different here. So to get started, we've got some green beans that have been washed, and these are fresh green beans. Like if you have canned green beans, no, not the way to go. We're gonna go with the fresh ones. Then we've got some carrots that have been washed, and Crystalline is gonna peel these. And then I'm gonna work on stuffing these little pretzel rolls, and Malaika is chopping up onions. So we are gonna go ahead and get started with that.
So, and I didn't mention before, but when I reached out to Kirby about this feature, I explained to her that I don't have a lot of time. I'm not a terrible cook. I'm actually like half decent.
With the recipe.
with the recipe, because I prefer to be precise and like know that it's actually gonna be good than just like test my limits and like a sprinkle of this, a dash of that. So I do prefer to use recipes, but I don't have a lot of time, and I know there are a lot of holiday parties coming up, and people will ask you to bring like different dishes, and you're like, what am I gonna bring? I don't know. I don't have that much time. Am I just gonna buy something? Can I make something? And so I wanted something that was homemade, because like when you show up with that like Publix or Walmart package, people are kind of like looking at you sideways.
Yes.
Right. Even if you put it in another container.
Even if
They know.
They always
because
know.
I put stuff in another container, and somebody will be like, oh, are those Publix cookies?
Yeah, they just have to look to them. They do.
So I wanted to do something that was quick, easy, but also good. So like people will be like, oh, that dish was great. So Kirby, can you tell us a little bit more about your cooking show?
Yes. So I started KiNiMi Kitchen because I have loved cooking since I was 5.
Nice.
And sometimes I joke with my mom, I'm like, so you let me pull a chair to the stove at 5.
That's deep.
That's deep. But then she always used to let me help out with things. So I've been cooking and baking as long as I can remember. And people have always said, you should do something with this. You should have a restaurant. You should, all these different great ideas. And who knows what the future may hold. But working full time, this was a nice way to share my love for food and teaching people how to make things. And then also there's something really neat about being able to kind of unplug for a minute.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure all of you beautiful ladies are very busy. And you know what it is to go through a whole day without really eating something real or really connecting with someone. And that was me. It is still me some days.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, it's nice to have some time to unplug. There's something therapeutic about being in the kitchen and just unwinding a little bit. So for me, that is so wonderful. So I wanted to be able to share that with other people. So that's how I got started.
I'll say for me with cooking, I do enjoy cooking. When I get the opportunity to do it, it's just a matter of getting the opportunity to do it.
Right.
Yeah. And setting the time aside. So I used to subscribe to one of those like food delivery services where they'll deliver food and they'll give you the recipes, and then it's like I'm sitting there chopping stuff up, and like 3 hours later, I'm like, I want to reclaim my time.
Right.
Malika and I stay pretty close together, and it's difficult because a lot of times it's just me in my house and just her house.
Okay.
And cooking, when I cook, everybody who knows me, like I cook a whole lot.
Yes.
And so just being able to, make meals that are good for 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
And so I think that discourages me sometimes from cooking during the week because it's like, what am I gonna do with all this food?
Right. So for these, we are going to make candied carrot ribbons. I actually just competed in a competition in Atlanta.
I saw.
Yeah, congratulations. It went really well. And so I was the only non-professional chef there. Everybody else was professionally trained, went to culinary school. And I got second place, and I missed first by less than 1 point. So the cool part about it was you had to grab food, like you had 45 seconds to grab ingredients.
Was it kind of like supermarket sweet?
Like that. And then you had to cook whatever.
What's that one?
It was like a combination.
Okay,
And so one of the key things I grabbed was carrots. And so I was like, okay, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? So I made up a recipe on the spot, which is what I like to do. So we're gonna do a little recreation of that tonight. Okay. So what you'll do after, since we got all the outside skin off, we're just going to make little ribbons like this. You don't wanna make them too thin because we're gonna put them in some heat so then they would get too floppy. But they don't have to be super thick. There's no science to it, just kind of do what feels right. And this platter will be full of beautiful little ribbons. So, how do you guys feel about getting your hands in and making some green bean bundles?
Sure. All right. I don't know what that means, but
Either way, I'm
down.
Yeah, you guys will do. We're gonna kind of work together.
Okay.
So we've got these little green beans. Again, no science to this. And you're gonna grab and make a little bundle. And then we're gonna wrap a piece of bacon around and put it in.
I love bacon. I'm not like a super meat eater. I don't eat a lot of meats, but I do eat bacon.
Okay.
It sounds ironic, but
I hear you. What I've done, I've got some really nice thick cut bacon that's just been cut in half. So you'll just take a bundle.
And how big do you want these bundles?
This is a pretty good size.
Okay.
And then you'll just take a piece of bacon, kind of put it around the center.
Okay.
And kind of pull sort of firm, not too firm because the bacon will rip. See, you've got a pretty little bundle there. You guys want to see that? And you'll just tuck it in this pan. Okay. So my contribution to the bundles will be the sauce. So I've got some soy sauce here, some Dale seasoning. Have you guys ever used that?
Never. I've never even heard of it.
Dale? Yes, Dale's. You should try it out. It's so good. Garlic powder and some onion powder and a little bit of slap your mama seasoning.
Is that what it's called?
Yes. This, I'm gonna add some honey. And also what's in here is a couple of dashes of liquid smoke.
And I've had liquid smoke. I have had
How do you guys feel about the process? That's not too hard, right?
No,
not at all.
It wasn't difficult at all. And honestly, anything with bacon, even if it was more difficult, I would still do it. You'd still be committed because I like bacon just that much. So I'm not beefing with bacon.
Yes.
See, I feel like I'm doing something already. You're teaching me a lot.
See, it's so easy.
Cookies, and I didn't realize they were homemade initially. And when I came in, she was like, "Hey, I've got cookies, I've got popcorn." And I was like, "Oh, and so I asked her if they were. Once I took a bite, I was like, "Oh, did you make these from scratch?" And she's like, "Yeah." And they are actually really amazing. So I think she should market these and sell them.
I like that idea.
They can be next to the other cookies, in the grocery store, in the frozen aisle.
I love it.
But they are actually really amazing.
Ooh, thank you.
Yeah.
Some KiNiMi cookies. I like it.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Something might have just happened here. So we're going to move on to the next step here. So we're going to get a couple things going. So Malika is going to make this delicious glaze for our carrots. And then Chris and I are going to make some mashed potatoes. Yes, we're going to use this mixer.
So I saw one of your previous episodes where you explained how you cry when you got the mixer. Oh, you did see that? I did. I watched it. And I'll say I've wanted one for the last at least 7 years. Nobody's purchased one for me yet, but in the event for Christmas gifts, if anybody's like, "Hey, you know, and I can't say I'll use it often,
I mean, but when you want
but
to,
I'll
it's
use
there.
it. And it's a good quality,
Absolutely.
you know, product. It's a quality product.
Absolutely, and it's good for years to come. So we've just got a pan here that's on medium heat, and we're gonna add a little of this Kerrygold.
Is this just medium?
Yeah, yeah. You just kind of have to. Okay, medium. And we're gonna add a little butter, and I like Kerrygold butter. We were talking about this before, but a little butter.
So you'll just kind of eyeball it.
Yeah, a little. And then to this, add a little brown sugar, and I use light brown sugar. So what you want to do is just kind of make sure to mix this together. And then you'll see it start to kind of melt down and get more liquidy, and then we'll drop the heat down a little bit. So while that's going over here, we've got some potatoes, and I love mashed potatoes with the skin on. You just have to make sure you wash the skin really well. So I'm just gonna put our potatoes that are cooked into our mixer here.
And just so you all know, these smell amazing.
I'm gonna add a little heavy whipping cream.
Okay.
Also have some chicken broth. So if you want to pour, and I'll tell you how. And I'm adding a little bit of this garlic blend that I like, a little bit of our Kerrygold butter.
Otherwise, you would have been hand whipping.
Right.
Or one of those
Yes, or a
hand
hand
mixers.
See, this is another hint at this mixer.
Absolutely.
So, is anyone watching?
Because you don't want to have the hand mix if you don't.
That's right.
It's all.
Real special.
And I'm really appreciative of all these side dishes because I don't eat turkey, which is probably an anomaly, but so I usually go toward the sides, and at least if they're like good sides,
Yes.
then
You don't mind it so much.
I don't mind
because-
it at all.
And these sides, what I love about them, they have some interest. They're not just your normal.
yeah. I mean
sides.
that bacon. I mean that's a meal within itself.
It
Yes,
is.
exactly. I'm not going to name any names, but I made some for some family members, and we ate. Great. Everybody's like, oh, these are so good. And I'm cleaning up. I round the corner, and they're straight putting the bundles in their mouths. And I was like, you cannot eat the bundles out of the pan. You cannot do that. And they're like, but I'm doing it.
They did
Right.
it.
It's all
I
wrong.
continue to eat the bundles.
It's in my mouth.
It happened. It happened. It happened.
They were kind of like, you're gonna have to get over it. So they're very good. And kind of like what you were saying, the meal in themselves, they could be a really good and pretty appetizer too.
Sure could. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we've got this beautiful brown sugar and butter reduction. That's what Malika is calling it. I like that. And we're starting to get some little bubbles. And so you see how they're like little and controlled. You do not want to burn this.
Do not burn
Do
brown
not burn
sugar.
Please don't.
Dude, you got to keep an eye out on your brown sugar reduction.
And you see, it doesn't take that long. So it's not like, oh my goodness, Kirby, but you said that this would not take that long.
You have got to keep an eye
You
out.
just gotta watch it. You gotta watch.
You know,
So,
if you can get those bundles in the oven and the potatoes mixed,
yes.
you got to focus on your reduction.
Yes, exactly. Just get those going and then just focus. Actually, we're gonna switch and go to one of my favorite tools, a
A
whisk.
whisk. Hit me with a whisk.
Hit you with a whisk.
Malika, do you want this for Christmas?
Actually, I have a whisk. I don't have this. It's not. I don't. It doesn't have this weight to it.
I was just gonna say the weight.
Do you see this weight?
That weight is
it
significant.
It doesn't have this weight to it. You know, but I mean, I've got a whisk. If you want to give me one with some weight to it,
There you
I'll
go.
take that too.
Item number 2.
There you go.
So to this, I'm gonna add just a little bit, some herbs. This has some thyme and a tiny little bit of Italian seasoning. A little dash, sprinkle, a little dash of ghee, and a little salt. And you see how we've got some chunks? That's fine. Because you might be saying, what in the world are we doing with these chunks? How is this gonna work out?
I just wasn't wanting it to burn on that.
Yes.
You know.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna join you.
It's got to be a little more. And that was a lesson to me, really. It's just to be a little more gentle with the reduction. do not go heavy-handed
With the way you whisk.
because I did, and it backfired.
A little bit of citrus salt. And if you want, I will switch with you so you can have this guy back. And just make sure that they are coated. So you guys have a little teamwork there.
There you go.
So this, I mean, this is very good.
And you kind of want to get them in the pan and then just let them cook a little bit so they can cook kind of all at the same time.
And then
So
we're gonna put all this in?
Uh-huh.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
And is she supposed to be stirring right now, or kind of
Just kind of toss, like a nice little toss, just so they get covered.
coat it and let it put down in?
You got the reduction.
I got a little bit of a reduction on my blouse, but that's what the dry cleaner is for.
Start with some cherry pie filling that you can get from the store. Add just a little bit of almond emulsion.
Okay.
First.
So I've just started making shapes up, but didn't want that pie.
Okay, so what is that?
It's a bag.
Flour.
It's a flower.
Thank you.
It's a flower bag.
Flour bag.
It's a flower bag.
Oh, okay.
No. I've done 4 circles in 3 flower bags.
Okay. I like it. What are you gonna come up with this?
Another flower bag.
Yes.
I mean,
okay.
they're in.
They're in. Sneak in with you. So I'm making just a quick glaze for our pretzel rolls. So I've got some strawberry jalapeno jam. I added a little honey.
Ooh,
jalapeno jam. Yes. A little sneaky heat. And a little melted butter. Be a beautiful glaze for those pretzel rolls.
I'm gonna go ahead and stir it.
I'm gonna tell you. It's a work of art.
Yes.
Those flower bats, it may have backfired on me, but you know, it's a work of art.
And then if you're working with your friends and family, you're making this pie, so when it comes out, imagine the laugh that you'd have if you were like, man, you just got that flower
bed.
I mean, it's cool to make the memories, which is,
you know,
better than be like, here's this Publix pie.
Right.
It's Publix.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I'm saying?
These are flower bats. And we love
It has a little story.
Okay.
So even going forward from today, we've just made this memory. We have never met in person.
Never.
They are her folks who are now my folks. And now we have this memory.
Right.
The flower bag. Yes. So that's the power of getting in the kitchen together. You guys did a great job.
Thank you. Do you like the flower bat?
I do.
Okay.
I
It
do.
looks good.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pop this in the oven.
Okay.
So we've got our plates. We're gonna try some food and talk to you about it. I'm gonna do like a little spaghetti twirl on mine here.
It's
That's
really
awesome.
good. And that's,
I love it.
I mean, I couldn't even speak. I was just trying to.
I know. We all
really
I was trying to read your mind,
But I'm not even joking. Like, I really
It's
couldn't
really
because
good.
I was trying to process like all the flavors.
Yeah. And especially like I'm not a person who normally like makes carrots as a side, but I would make this as a side.
Yes.
I would definitely.
Okay.
Like yeah, I never. I'm
It
like,
was
I'm gonna
amazing.
make some carrots as a
Yes.
side. Yeah, this is really good.
I mean, you
mean-
see how it's like visually a little bit more interesting than the other crackers.
And it's got a little crunch and it's
It
got.
does. I just love the sweet. It's good.
Thyme is really good in it.
It's a sweet and a savor. It's got.
Yes. Take a bite. She was like, wait, no, my carrots are
I mean, those carrots. I mean, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not even because they were great. All right.
All right,
Let's
potatoes
try
maybe.
Okay.
Next.
All right. Let's go in on these potatoes.
I'm still on carrots. I apologize.
Really good.
Thank you.
We can try excellent.
Really good.
They are.
That,
And what was the name of that butter?
that good Kerrygold. That Kerrygold, isn't it? So, Chris, you were excited about the mashed potatoes. How
I
how you
was.
feeling
They
about
are
it?
excellent. I love the skin in here. Like
Like nice.
it's really good.
Ooh, yeah.
Were these weren't red either.
They were Idaho.
They were. Oh, okay.
And then we just boiled them in water that was seasoned, and that was kind of the
And you can
difference.
taste it.
Yep.
Remy's?
Okay. Now, y'all, I
So
would like
did you
to say that
normally
I'm going to eat these dainty, but
I
I'm not
may
going to
need a
pick it up with my
knife.
hands.
Okay, that's what I was
I'm
gonna
picking it
do.
up.
Okay.
Because you can eat them as an appetizer, so I feel like it's okay.
I think that was enough said.
Really good. Love the crunch of them. The sweetness. Of course, the bacon.
So I'm not a big green bean fan,
Okay.
but these are amazing.
Ooh, thank you. And you see, using the fresh green beans, you still get that really good fresh flavor. That's
Yeah.
the biggest thing. And then the texture. It
Right.
doesn't just fall apart in your mouth.
Really good.
And I'm not.
I love how you were just looking at the bundle though.
I wouldn't even just tell you that. It's. I mean, this is something else in a good way.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It's not one of those like we're exaggerating. That's really good.
That's a good way to put it. This is something that's going.
Okay, remember we have to name it. when it's all said and done. And then if we want, I'm gonna grab the glaze too, just in case we want more glaze. We'll stop. We got the hand raise.
That's a double. That's
okay.
spirit finger and a hand raise.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm tardy to the party. Let me join you.
And this is extra.
What kind of cheese was that, Vanessa?
Goat cheese.
Honey goat
Honey
cheese.
goat cheese.
Okay.
Honey goat cheese.
Really
Isn't it good? Is that
Okay,
okay,
hold
jam?
on.
I'm gonna put a little bit more jam on mine.
Yes, I enjoy it.
Yeah, this would be a great appetizer too, even with like some apples. For some reason, like I want baked apples with it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
That would be good.
That's nice ball.
For like a breakfast.
Yes.
Or even just as
Like a
yeah.
Yep.
Kind of has a brie vibe to it.
Yeah. Which I'm a big fan.
I don't know what to compare it to, but it's amazing.
It is really good.
I was thinking like Kirby's go-go bread.
Ooh, okay. I enjoy that.
Like that?
So you got cookies, go-go bread.
Right.
I mean, you
Let's have a line.
line.
Yeah,
Let's just have a line.
it's really, really
We spoke
good.
it into existence.
Definitely.
The Kirby KiNiMi
Oh, yeah.
kitchen line
Oh,
is coming.
Yeah.
I really like that texture in there with it too, with that goat cheese. But you're right, an appetizer. And you saw how quick while y'all were chopping, I just
Right.
slit, put it in there, set it aside, and then just put it in the oven on 400, just enough to warm that goat cheese, and then you glaze it super quick.
Right.
Makita usually helps get the menu together for the holidays. I think we can make all of these
And then y'all have to send me pictures
We will.
Absolutely.
and tell me how the family enjoyed everything.
We will. 'Cause I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, we have whipped cream. But before, who wants to help decorate the top of the pie? Super simple. Kind of follow me with it. And we're good. All right, so we're ready to cut our pie and try it out and add our whipped cream and tell you about it. So normally the rule with pie, you should let it cool a little bit, blah, 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 blah. We're not doing that today.
Hit them with the block.
Dun, 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 dun. Who wants to put like little dollops of
I will. I like it.
I do too, and I wasn't sure because I'm not like a cherry lover, if that makes sense. So I was kind of like, oh, let's go some pie.
That almond is good.
But and I could take an extra dollop of the whipped cream.
Ooh!
Thank you.
Let's be honest.
And that almond, it is a good hit.
Yeah.
On the almond.
Almond and cherry together really, really well. And I just want to tell you guys, like, I'm really enjoying this flour bat. Yes, it's delicious.
and they were made with love. And
Yes.
So that's,
And that's what makes a
Thank
difference.
you, Laker, for the flower bed.
Really good.
What I love to wrap up with is just kind of like, what did you learn? What did you like? So like tools, what kind of ingredients maybe would you try that you wouldn't have tried before? Just kind of, it's just cool to hear what people like.
So I was actually a big fan of the jalapeno jam.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
was something different. I've never heard of that.
Okay.
And to me, that was amazing.
Okay.
So,
And you may not even think about putting that on something for a holiday, but it kind of ties in nicely. Good.
I liked everything.
Yeah.
And I'm not even joking. I enjoyed everything. I liked all of the sides. I liked the pie. I liked that they were simple, quick, easy to make. I liked your tools. I don't have those yet. Do not have that immersion blender or the KitchenAid, but hopefully we'll get those soon.
Oh, that will be resolved, remedied.
So I enjoyed it. I liked it, and I would make everything.
Awesome.
Yeah, I agree. Everything was really good. Everything. But my favorite, I guess, or most surprising was were the carrots. Just because I'll drink carrot juice, but outside of that, I don't really eat a lot of carrots.
Okay.
And so the carrots were really, really good.
And you know what I love about that is that you tried it. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know about that, and they won't try it. But there's no harm in trying something new and different because, like you guys were saying earlier, these aren't foods that we haven't had before. It's just a different spin. Maybe putting some different seasoning or cooking it a different way. Like the carrot ribbons. If you've never made those, you should try it out.
Really
They're
good.
good. Good. Well, I've had so much fun.
Me too.
This has been so
Enjoyed
much fun,
it.
and I hope you had a great birthday.
I had a great birthday. I did.
This was awesome, and it's just nice. It's nice we kind of get in the zone, try new things, and it's so fun to see cooking through other people's lenses. Like some of the conversations we've had, it's been pretty hilarious. It's been a good time, and then now our bellies are happy too.
We're happy.
So before we go though, tell them where they can find your blog, where they can find you, what they can expect to read about, and because you definitely want to head over there and check her out. So tell us.
So you can find me in Nashville. You can find the blog at scalesofstyle.com, and it's SCALES of style STYLE.com. You can also follow me on Instagram. It's just Scales of Style, and also on Facebook at Scales of Style. You can expect shopping tips, suggestions, and inspiration. It could be motivation, just inspiration, and just things about lifestyle. Head over to Scales of Style and check me out.
Awesome. Well, thank you, ladies,
Thank
so
you
much.
for having us.
And thank you guys for watching. I can't wait to try some of these recipes. So if you try them, take pictures, tag me. I'd love to see your rendition, your twist on it. But thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.